Hi everyone, so welcome to another video. So today we're doing a Kokorosa Studio craft haul. I'm going to do it slightly different to how I normally do it, just because I got so excited and started making things and completely forgot to do the normal intro. So we're going to do it slightly differently. So we're going to start off with this die. So this came obviously together like that, but obviously you've got your shadow die, and then you've also then got your detail die. So this one here, it says Silent Holy Night, I believe. Yes, Holy Night it says on it. Really nice. I'll give you the measurements on it. So the shadow itself measures, it's about just under 5.5 inches tall, and it is about just under 4 inches wide. Okay, and then the actual detailed bit is about 4.5 wide, tall rather, and about 3.25 wide. So I'll show you the card that I made using this one. So I made this card here, and it's a really nice little card. I've got space to write on the back, and it folds down flat like that and will sit in an envelope for a 5x7 card. But yeah, it's just really nice. As you can see, I've cut the shadow part out of navy, and then I've cut the detail part out of gold. And as you can see, it's really nice. You've got Mary and Joseph there and the little baby, Jesus, and then Holy Night underneath, and it's all in that lovely star. So it's just a really nice die. So that's the first die. Okay, so next up we've got this die which says Season's Greetings, and again you have a shadow part and then you have the actual words. So again, you know me, I like my shadow dies. So the actual shadow part measures, it's about 4.25 roughly by about 2 inches, and then the actual writing itself, sentiment, is about 4 inches by probably its widest point about 1 3/4, something about there. And I'll show you the card I made using this. You would have already seen this because I did it on this card here. So I used some In Love Art Shop dies for the poinsettias, and then on the inside here, that's where I use my Season Greeting die, and I really like it. It reminds me a little bit of a Season's Greeting die I had last year. Actually no, it was a Merry Christmas die I had last year. But it's similar kind of font. It just reminded me of it. It's not the same at all, but it just reminded me of it. But yeah, really nice, really versatile, and as you can see, I shall be using this quite a lot. So there you go. So that's what I made with that die. Next up we have this die, another one with a shadow, and this is a Christmas tree, and then you've also got like a nativity scene within the Christmas tree. So this is your shadow die, which again you could use this on its own. You could actually use this just as a Christmas tree die and not use the middle bit if you wanted to, so that makes it quite versatile. So this is about 4 inches by about 5.5, and then your inside part, which is this one, as you can see, you've got a little star at the top, and then the nativity, and then 3 camels, and then you've got like Bethlehem below. Really nice. And then this was about 3 5/8 by about 5 inches, well, just over 5.25 probably, about 5.25 inches. So I'll show you the card that I made using this one. So this is the card I made. So I've used like a matte mirror, and then I've cut it out of a slightly different matte mirror for the background, and I've put it on this Hexy Flexy pop-up card, and I've put a thing on the back. So again, it folds flat to fit in an envelope for 6x6, but I just love that die. I think it's really nice, really versatile. So yes, that's what I did with that die. Next up we have this die. So this is like a set of houses, and then you've got like fireworks above. Obviously, I suppose typically you probably use this for New Year, but I think it'd be good for birthdays, any celebration really. You can also separate these out, so you could just use your fireworks, and then use your houses, you know, in a different way. So this measures about 4 3/4 by about 2, and then your fireworks are about 2 inches. Is that any bigger? About 2 inches is the biggest one. That one's about 1 3/4. This one at its widest point is about 1 3/4, roughly that. So yeah, so I'll show you now the card that I made using this die. And then with the houses die, as you can see, I've cut them out of like a glitter card, and then I've mounted them onto this glorious holographic silver card. I've got some little peel-offs that say New Home, and I've just mounted them onto acetate and have them sticking up. And then obviously I've cut the fireworks out of these back panels, and again I've put that holographic behind it, and I think it's really nice. It folds flat like that, and it will fit in an envelope for a 5x7, and on the back you've got space to write, so it's just a nice little, stands up nicely. Yeah, really cool. So I really like this die, very versatile. There's lots of things you could do with it, but I thought I'd go with that, and I thought I'd go with New Home as well, because I don't really have many New Home cards. So that's what I did with that die. And then last but not least, we have this die here, which is Happy Birthday to You, and it's nice and big, nice big letters. Hasn't got a shadow this time, it's about the only one that doesn't, but it's so nice and big that it doesn't, you know, it's fine. You can cut around it. So this, at its widest point, I reckon measures about 3 3/4 by about 5.5, roughly, I would say. And it's just nice. It's quite nice and chunky. So yeah, so I'll show you now what I made using this die. Okay, so then with the Happy Birthday die, I went ahead and made this. It's kind of like a trendy, bendy fun fold card, but it folds flat like that. It's an A5 size. And then I've just put the die cut on the top. I've cut it out of glitter card, and I've also cut it out of white, and then I've kind of stacked it with a little bit of a border on the outside. And at the back there you can see I've just put some balloons. These are just from another different balloons I've had in my stash. And then I've just got this gorgeous pearlescent pink on there, and as I said, it folds flat like that to fit in your envelope. And then on the back you've got space to write. So I did a pattern on one side and white on the other. So that's what I did with that die.